What's going on, everyone? Thank you so much for watching today. My name is Savannah, and welcome to another Franchise Friday Planet Zoo episode. We're back in Tolly Zoo, which is in fact our franchise mode Let's Play that we have going on right now. We are playing in hard mode and trying to make it work. So far it's going pretty well. We were just taking a look at our clouded leopards over there. I do have the game paused because as I was trying to get a picture for the clouded leopards for the previous episode, I had a little bit of chaos break out over here, and there was a notification that somebody was possibly inbreeding. So that is what we are going to, oops, wrong button. That's what we are going to try to take care of today, but I don't see the notification anymore. Protesters have arrived at our zoo. That's not good. Let's go ahead and see. Facility is broken down. Yeah, it's a vending machine. No shocker there. Welfare. Why is your welfare low? Or was it and we fixed it? I think it was and we fixed it. So let's hit play. Let's hit play. I'm concerned. I'm concerned at who might be inbreeding, and I don't... Those guys have contraceptives, and I'm concerned as to... I'm not quite sure how to figure that out because the notification is gone. Let's see here. Clouded leopard and jaguar research. That's awesome. So did we finish the jaguar altogether? No. There's still more. Still doing the Barbaroussa. Still doing the clouded leopard. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to focus a little bit on our guests, and I also noticed that this is really dirty, and I think it's because this doesn't quite reach in here. The water facility that we have right here. Let's see here. Oh, we're about to have babies. Hold on, wait, pause. Everything can wait. We're gonna go see the little baby piggies. Let's see what we get. Let's see. Come on. Are we going to get one or two? Or none? No, lay back down. You have to have your babies. That's right. Sniff. Lay down. Have your babies. We're all watching. No pressure. No pressure at all. Come on, we've been waiting for this. Yay, babies! Just one baby? Is that it? Is that all we get? That's all we get. But look at this little guy. Little guy, little girl, little girl! Look at the little wrinkly cuteness. Awesome. Well, what a way to start an episode. That's great. Little baby Barbaroussa. So anyways, as I was saying, I want to focus on the guests, but I'm pretty sure if we go to our water, yeah, that's not touching. So I want to move this. If we go down here and grab it, I want to move it over here because I'm pretty sure we can get it to reach. Because that water's filtered with that one. And yeah, so let's see. Can we remove you from the group? And let's just see where we can get this one. Okay, so anywhere in that vicinity will do what we need it to do. And it will actually, okay, it still filters that. It won't reach here. So if we do want to put water, like I was talking about in the last episode, putting a waterfall, we're going to have to, oh, on the roof is not helpful. We're going to have to do another water facility. But I think actually if we just make this kind of like on the side of the building, that's not too bad, right? We'll just put it right like that. I think that works. Because then we don't have to buy another one and it'll start filtering this. I actually didn't realize that got so dirty. So, whoops. Vet research is complete. Barbaroussa stuff. Awesome. Is that done yet? No, still more to go. Okay, so I want to double check our guests here. So that's negative impact. We have a little bit of trash over there, but not too bad because as you guys can see, our, ooh, there's some trash right here. Are you a caregiver? No, what are you? Oh, you're a vet. That's not helpful either. Let's grab one of our caregivers real quick. Just pick them up wherever they are. You are perfect. Making sure close by. Please come handle this. Clean up after our messy, disgusting guests. That would be great. I almost thought that was a knocked over trash can, but it's the Babarusa enrichment, so it's okay. Okay, so back to the guests. Sorry, a little bit of a attention span. Let's go ahead and guest needs. So happiness, let's see, energy. Awesome, our guests have pretty good energy all throughout the park, so that's not a problem. Hunger. That's interesting. Hunger over here. Well, I guess even over here. So maybe we do need a couple more restaurants, but it's not too bad. Thirst. Ooh, there's some red. So thirst is definitely an issue. Thirst over here. Thirst over here is pretty good. So let's see. And then toilets. Toilets are pretty good too. Couple red guests. So it looks like thirst, and that actually does make sense since we are in a warmer biome here. Makes a little bit of sense. So let's just go ahead and throw down. I know these vending machines break a lot, but they're kind of the quickest way. We might need to get a couple more caregivers because that trash can's full too. Quickest way to get our guests so that they can have something to drink. Do we have one there? Yeah, that's a gulpy one. Let's go ahead and add that right there is drinks. So maybe we do another drink stand next to that one just because there is such a long line. And we'll get another vendor. Do I need to lower the vendor's salary? Can I click on you? Let's see. Go away. Undo. Get out of this. Can I click on you? I just want to see your... No, you are good. Okay. You can go back to work. I just needed to check and make sure that you weren't being paid too much money. How are you stressed? Why are you in with the Babarusa? Why? Did somebody take them out of quarantine? Trade center, trade center, trade center. Okay, we cured your... I never put you in that enclosure. How did that happen? Okay, bizarre, but that's fixed now. Now they're back in the trade center. What do we get? Australia theme. Perfect. Oh, you guys did tell me. So, the very first one is the scenery, and all the other ones are blueprints, which is awesome. So, we can take Roxanna, and go to another theme. And then I think same thing. Did we do the first? Oh yeah. So okay. So we can take Sean off that as well. We'll do New World. Yeah, because I really don't care about the blueprints. I just want the scenery pieces. So thank you. That was an awesome tip because I don't really care about those scenery pieces. All right. Greater Flamingo's about to mate. I feel like we are getting close to needing to. Well. Maybe. Let's see. How's their space? We haven't checked on these guys in a while. Okay, not too bad. Hard shelter's getting low. How many can they actually have in... Oh my gosh, up to 500. Okay, so we are totally fine. Just kidding. As long as they don't inbreed, we are good to keep the flamingos in there. Look at you up on the rock. Oh, about to mature. That's great because we need to send you guys out to the wild. What are you guys doing? I don't need any more babies. But we have... These guys are getting old, but they do live a pretty long time. Who did we decide? Didn't we name? Yeah, so we named female. And we needed another male. Is that right? We didn't actually get another male in. Are you... You're... Okay, you were the baby that we decided to keep. You two are the original parents. So we can actually probably get rid of them and we'll kind of start over. I'm just trying to think about how I want to deal with this. I don't quite know yet, but no trouble right there for now. So let's see. We added some drink. We added some vending machines. So for the rest of the episode, you guys actually suggested, a lot of you guys like the idea of a nocturnal house for our aardvark. So I think that's a great idea because we have the aardvarks in storage, right? They're the only animals that we have in storage. And I do want to put them back in the zoo because I like the little aardvarks. But you guys also suggested a primate for the zoo to add next. And I'm wondering who is our top, yeah, the jaguar is our top animal, top attraction right now. Okay, no, you're the same. Can you guys just mature already? That would be wonderful. And then we can decide whichever baby, because it doesn't have to be that one, adult population. Yeah, it's gonna get too big. Because they're going to get unhappy as soon as these guys grow up. There's going to be too many adults in there. So, just trying to decide what I want to do for the time-lapse today. Everything is going fairly well. We're still making money. I'm trying to decide and remember if there was anything else I wanted to check. Yeah, we are totally being profitable, which is great. I want to see how many people are actually making their way over here. Where are our donation bins? Right here. Ooh, not bad. Oh, why is that one so bad? I guess because it's on the other side. That's a trash can. Is this one getting anything? 40. What about this one? That getting some? Oh, not so bad. Okay, so for whatever reason, as we morph through the wall, this one is getting the most. But that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Everybody's happy. So I'm kind of gonna just wait. Ooh, we got the inspector arriving. Wait until until daylight comes, because here it comes. And then Aardvark house here, I think, is a really good idea. And then, I don't know. I kind of want to, this is the outside of the zoo in my mind, right? This is our exit. We have our entrance plaza here. And so we're not going to put any enclosures over here or anything like that. Should we expand out this way or should we expand out over here? I kind of want to expand out over here just because we already have the food and drink and everything. And we wouldn't have to I guess we have it there too. Oh, greater flamingo. Stop. Pause. Thank you. Did we get it in time? Did we get it in time? I think we got it in time. Whew, okay, that was probably the alert. So there honestly might be a flamingo in here that's pregnant. Let's take a look at our list and see what animals, no, by species. I had it right the first time. Let's go to our flamingos, and it looks like we do have some exhibit animals. No, okay, so we actually don't have any pregnant flamingos right now. Let me take a minute. And go through these guys and kind of figure out what flamingos are what, and I'll be right back because it's gonna take me a while to figure it out. So hold on, just 1 second. Okay, so now we have 2 males and 6 females. A little bit less than the 10 that they wanted, but I basically started by keeping this guy right here because this was our highest rated one, and then just made sure these guys some of these guys are siblings, but males and females aren't related. So now we don't have any chance of inbreeding with our flamingos. And if we take a look at their welfare, it's nice and high because they have all their hard shelter, their space, everything is good. So I think that is sorted now. But, okay, bone constrictor I don't care about. What about our clouded leopard's about to have a cub? Oh my gosh, it did! Look! How cute is that? Little girl. How cute. Oh my goodness. I totally forgot to label these guys too, I believe. So this one right here is the male. Gotta keep organized. Oh, he got boxed up randomly. And then where did your mom go? Where did your mom go? Oh, here we are. Great. That way we can stay nice and organized. So F for female. There we go. Vet research is complete. Awesome. More Barbarossa stuff. Beautiful. What's going on over here? Oh, yes, because they were having tons of babies. So let's go check on them real quick. Where am I? Here we are. Boa constrictor. Let's go to animals. We need one. So there's one female and 3 males. So let's go ahead and get rid of 2 of those guys to the trade center. And then while we're thinking about it, it's always not a bad idea. I know our terrapins had some babies too. It's not a bad idea to just always kind of double check on these guys. Oh my goodness. Yes, they had babies. So, because we don't really care. Well, okay, so I say we don't really care. Let's try and care. So let's go back to our zoo menu, just in case, because what if we had some like gold ones, like these ones right here. So let's go ahead and keep Charlotte, and we'll go ahead and get rid of you and you and you. Is this a male? No, that's a female. Bummer, we don't have a gold male. So let's just go ahead. I guess we'll just pick one, right? So there's 1 and 2. Yes. So send those guys to the trade center. Yes. So now there should only be those guys. Great. And then how many frogs do we have? Only 2. Okay, awesome. So let's go to exhibit trading and let's just go ahead and get all of these guys. $6,000 is not bad. All right. Great. So yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time for time lapse. Yeah? Yeah, let's get to it. All right, everyone. I went into this time lapse with the best of intentions, only good intentions. I promise, I really did. I went into this thinking we're going to build a little bit for our aardvark friends. We need to get them out of storage. We need to get them into a more suitable habitat so that they'll stop being angry at the world and that we can have them in our zoo as nice, happy little animals. And then after we get them kind of settled, we'll go ahead and take a look at some guest stuff. I wanted to make a little bit more improvement on our food courts and just kind of pay attention to our guest happiness overall. And then building happened and I ran away with the building. I couldn't stop myself. In fact, I even built a little bit too long for what I normally do. So I kind of had to squish some stuff in at the very end of this episode. So overall, very happy with how this comes out. I do like the shell of a building that we end up with. So this is just the start of our Aardvark nocturnal house, I guess we're gonna call it. Maybe we'll do some custom signage for the outside. I was working off of a reference picture for this one actually, and I know in my last episode I just said Tolly Zoo is the episode that I don't ever use any reference pictures for. I lied, I guess. At the time of saying that, I wasn't lying, but then on this episode I changed my mind. I actually had found a reference picture that I really liked, so I didn't copy it exactly, rather. It was very much just a reference photo for like structure and layout. In fact, the picture I was looking at actually had red brick on part of the building, and we don't even have that unlocked yet, which I only realized after I went to go try to use it, because my thought behind this, and I'll let you guys know. So my thought behind this building here, because you'll notice it doesn't look anything like the other buildings. If we're going off the fact that Tolly Zoo is a smaller, lower budget zoo, I was thinking in my head that, you know, we need some buildings or some structures or the layout or some aspect of the zoo where I'm going to say this was here beforehand. Whoever bought the land, whoever bought the buildings, this was one of those ones that was there, and they kind of just put up some facade, they put up some siding, some decorations, maybe renovated a little bit, and made it suitable for the aardvark. So that's what this building is meant to be. Now, I still use those habitat logs. In the reference picture that I was looking at, that was the part that was red brick, and then the other part of the building was more of like it's not like a teal color, not like a turquoise color, but somewhere in between, like a greeny bluey, but like faded color, like it'd been in the sun for a while. I ended up changing it out for like a salmon, orangey, coral, whatever the hell you want to call it, color that was a little bit faded as well, just because I felt like it fit the more African theme, because I was trying to keep in mind that, you know, aardvarks are from Africa, so trying to meet that middle ground between, like, I don't want a fully themed out habitat because that just doesn't fit Tolly Zoo very well, I don't think, because Tolly Zoo is very tropical, and all the habitats seem to kind of look very similar, kind of old school in a sense. I mean, not really old school. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys have been watching the series going since the beginning. So anyway, I wanted to bring in a little bit of African theming, and so we kind of do that with a little bit of the fence that I made, and then it ends up being more of a deserty habitat on the inside. So thinking again that, you know, Tolly Zoo is a very tropical, warm climate. The zoo is all lush and green, but on the inside of this building, I wanted to kind of go along more with what the aardvarks actually like. So some, you know, dirt and sand and rocks, all that kind of stuff on the inside is what I went with this habitat. So I hope you guys like it. It is a bit different, but I was thinking that because it's inside of a building, it's a little bit more believable that, you know, that the keepers, or that the owners of the zoo rather, kind of built it that way, and it's a little bit easier to keep that kind of climate indoors because they might be able to, you know, control the humidity, or I guess make it arid in there, not super humid, stuff like that. I did end up having to move a bunch of my staff stuff like way back and kind of push it off a little bit. When I originally made the building, it was going to be very small because it was going to fit the aardvarks, but then the guests wouldn't even be able to get in, and there's no point in that. You know, we got to build something where the guests can come in and see the animals. So I ended up scooching all of those facilities back and then building the layout that you're seeing here. And obviously using a lot of those fake flexi-colored rocks because they're my favorite. So they're going to be everywhere forever, I guess, going forward. Everything I build is probably going to have some rocks in it. It's kind of a running theme, you know, building a lot of other habitats in other series that have a ton of rocks in them right now. But I didn't end up changing the color because I thought, you know, this one being a more deserty feeling, these ones fit a lot better than being, you know, the tropical color that they are all on the outside. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Obviously this building has a far way to go until it is complete. And I think I even mentioned it after we're done with the time lapses, you know, it's roofless, but as is normal, right? We build things and we don't put roofs on them, you know, in episode 30, maybe it'll get a roof. I'm kidding. We will put a roof on it. We will finish it. I'm not going to leave it undone because it does bother me as much as I'm sure it bothers you to leave things so undone for so long. But yeah, so getting a roof on there and then lots more detailing around the outside. But the inside of the habitat, I'm fairly happy with. I was doing my very best to do kind of a minimal habitat kind of, and not go too overboard, but it's not something that I'm good at. I like adding lots of trees, lots of rocks, lots of plants, just lots of things to look at. So I kind of had to hold myself back on this one. So yeah, like I've said, let me know what you think. Let me know any suggestions for the future, what animal you might want to see next, all that kind of fun stuff. I went into some work zones real quick there because it was yelling at me. I unpaused it for something. I forget what I unpaused it for, but it started yelling at me that keepers couldn't get to the new habitat because I hadn't quite adjusted the work zone yet. So just went in and fixed that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I actually realize now that I'm doing the voiceover for this, I'm such a terrible self-promoting YouTuber. I'm awful at it. But at the very end of the episode, I forget to let you guys know, you know, do leave a like. It does really help out the video. And if you're interested in any other of the series on the channel, I highly suggest you check them out. And that the next episode of Tolly Zoo will go live on Friday. So if you are new here and this is the first video that you're catching, Tolly Zoo, our franchise zoo, goes live every Friday, or at least that's the goal, every Friday. And then we do stream every Sunday. However, I wanted to remind you guys real quick again, this coming Sunday, I believe it's the 25th. Yes, Sunday the 25th. We won't be streaming, but we will be able to stream on Monday the 26th. Unfortunately, I do have to work this weekend, so streaming on Sunday morning is not going to work for me as I will be hard at work. We have an event going on, so I will be working that. But on Monday morning, I will get up bright and shiny early for you guys. Normal time will stream at 8 a.m. So if you guys are catching this video live and you're interested in catching a live stream, hopefully hope to see you there because it'll be a different time. So maybe we'll get a few different eyeballs on the content there. So finishing this up by just building this cute little fence. I actually got inspired. I think I was watching either Estan or Drew. To be honest, they blend together at this point. I'm kidding. One of them, I don't remember, had a fence off of the workshop, and so I kind of took heavy inspiration from that, just to give it a little bit of the African theme, but also that kind of double fencing that zoos like to have to keep the people off the glass, keep their little tappy fingers from banging on the glass, especially since this is supposed to be one-way glass. But anyway, with that, that's pretty much all there is. We are gonna hop back into real time. So we'll see you in just a minute. Well, it doesn't look super pretty right now, but I am overall much happier with where these guys are. So we have our little Aardvark house, and as I'm sure I probably talked about in the speed build, I had to make it a little bit bigger because it wasn't going to be enough space. But essentially, like always, I guess, we just need to put a roof on this and finishing up some detail, or finishing up some of the last bit of guest area parts here. We'll go ahead and delete those so it looks like guests can actually walk through this path like intended. But my plan is to obviously put a roof on this, maybe do some skylights around the top, or I guess they're not really skylights because I want them to be on the walls, but some windows, lots more detailing on the inside, but then we can kind of put some lighting in here, make it look like it is in fact a nocturnal house. I guess we can hit play, see these guys run around. But yeah, so we got our 3 little aardvarks in there, 1, 2, 3. And they're nice and happy. So if we check their welfare, oh, they're nice and happy, but not so much actually. So let's see. Hard shelter's missing. They have a little bit too much sand. Let's go ahead and give them a little bit more grass really quick, just so that we can make sure that that is all taken care of. I really wanted them to be more deserty. I was kind of surprised. I had forgotten when we made their habitat originally that they don't actually like that much sand / dirt kind of thing. Their hard shelter will go away when we get the roof on, so I'm not too worried about that. I just want to make sure they're not going to attract protesters for the time being, because that would be bad. You know what? Let's just do this really quickly because it's super easy. If I just take one of these and go ahead and throw it in here, we'll get rid of it when we go to do the roof, but that way, let's see if that even helps. Yes, perfect. Okay, so that way we don't have to worry about them. Hopefully that'll go up. What about social? Oh, that's because we had a baby, huh? So which one is our adult? I think, can I click on you? You are. Let's go ahead and check your, pause real quick. So that's your genes. Are you, oh, terrible. And terrible. So what if we do this? What if we, because we're not going to be able to ever breed any more offspring between these guys, right? Because it will always be this guy's siblings. So let's go ahead and release these guys into the wild. And I know that we can, oh, I can't with that one. So we are going to have to put you in the trade center. I know I can kind of sell them off on the trade center for more conservation credits, but just going along with the storyline of the zoo in the fact that we're trying to rescue animals and breed them up and things like that, I also just think it kind of adds a little bit more difficulty to it. Like, we're playing on hard mode, so I'm just gonna, when we can, I'm just gonna release animals into the wild. But let's go ahead to the trade center and go ahead and put this little girl on. Okay, so that's right, because we bought this one for money, I believe. So we're gonna go ahead and quick trade you out. Thank you. Let's see. We want a female. right? I just labeled this one as a male. I labeled it and then I completely forgot. Yes, that's a male. So let's go ahead and go for a female. Why'd you switch to gorillas all of a sudden? Okay, great. So we have this one and this one. Why are there none with conservation credits? I guess we're gonna go with this one, right? Because it's worse. We have 2 good options to choose from. Let's see what happens if we compare mates over here. Yeah. Yeah, so that's Suma. Let's go back and see Suma right here. Great. And send to the zoo. Let's go ahead and send you. Quarantine is nice and close now. There we go. Hit play, and then we'll double check our notifications over here. We got more vet research, which is awesome. We're not going to be able to play real time too long after the time lapse because I feel like I went a little long on that one. Oh, we never changed these, and I don't want the episode to be an hour long. We try to keep them around. Let's get another one of these. Actually, now that I'm looking at it. We might have this whole group, or are you not in a group? I lost my train of thought. I don't know what I was talking about. But we're going to get another one over here. I don't know where this one went. I'm pretty sure we had one over here at some point, but there we go. More education for the Barbarossas. Yeah, awesome. Well, oh, that's what I was saying. Sorry, guys, a little scatterbrained after I built this whole habitat there. So... yeah, I guess with that, I'm trying to locate our little aardvark. There we are. I'm going to let you guys take a look at our little aardvark here. We got the second one coming in. And, yeah, I guess until next time. I know I said we were going to focus on our guests. I lied. I just got carried away with our aardvarks. But next time, I promise, we will focus on our guests because we do need to make sure they are prioritized at some point to make sure they stay nice and happy. But for now, yeah, woo, so excited. I don't know if you can see her through the glass there, screaming about the aardvarks. But yeah, hopefully this glass keeps them a whole lot happier. And until next time, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Bye.